Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Cancer for the month of February 2023. So we are in the sign of Aquarius, Cancer, which is an air element. So wind blowing this way and that way. Very much mental energy coming in this month. And you are in your 8th house, which is the house of money coming towards you. Money maybe that's been owed that you finally get your hands on. It's taboo subjects. It's governed by Scorpio. So intimacy, sex, drugs, all that kind of taboo. Anything that's really underground and against the norms of our society. Your energy is the 6 of Coins, giving and receiving in equal parts. So this will be the energy, Cancer. So make sure in the 8th house that things that go, everything's balanced and equal. Like if people have owed you money, now it's the time it should come back. All that kind of thing, balancing up in your relationships as well, giving and taking, not just always taking or not always giving. So let's see what comes up. Let's see the story, Cancer, for the next 4 weeks in Aquarius, in your 8th house. Very interesting. Okay, so where you are right now. Oh, the 10 of Cups. So, yes, the marriage card, really. The status. Well, it's not. Yeah, it is a status sign. It's card as well. In terms of other people may think, oh, look at them. They're so happily married. This and that. Everything looks perfect. It's the dream. They're living it. It's great. But with the energy of the 6 of Coins, it's sort of asking you to look, is it balanced? Are you giving and they taking? Is everything balanced there? With all sort of aspects of your 8th house, which is sex and intimacy, all those sorts of things that we really don't like addressing most of the times of the year. But in 8th house, it comes to the top. So really looking at your relationships, other people's relationships, delving below the surface to see, and understanding that everybody tries to find that balance, but what it looks like on the surface is maybe not what it is. Let's see what's influenced that card and the rest of the reading. Fear for fear's sake. There's no reason to be fearful of these things. Classic air card, the 9 of Swords. It's like sleepless nights. It's unable to get to sleep for very long. It's also just worrying about things, free-flowing, floating anxiety, really. So just this will obviously be on your mind a lot this time. But Cancer, don't forget, you are a water sign. You are intuition. You are intuitive people. You don't go into your head to sort of get the answers. You get it from your intuition, your soul. So just think on that. If you start sort of, spinning out of control in your mind energy things, it's time to just kind of readdress the balance, really, isn't it? Because actually there's nothing to worry about. It's just being whipped up, I guess, by the wind. Background situation. The 3 of Cups, celebration. December, January time. Celebrations, obviously, New Year time, Christmas time, all that sort of thing. 3 people in a relationship as well. Could also be a pregnancy that's just been dropped. All these kind of energies with the 3 of Cups. So it's up to you to sort of decipher what's going on. There could be a relationship that you've sort of embarked upon where the person is with somebody else and it's not finished yet, so therefore you're sort of the third wheel as it appears. So whatever it means to you, Cancer, this is the background of the situation. Recent influences. 9 of Cups. So yeah, the wish card, wishing away emotionally. However, we have to do the work this month because they're asking you to really dredge deep down into the taboo of your life and your intimacy and everything else, and stop wishing and make sure that everything, what you wish for, you're actually working on it, not just, you know, floating around going, oh, it'd be nice if. That's pointless, really. Or thinking about it with the 9 of Swords. It's just all in your head. You've got to make those wishes happen. You've got to make those wishes come true. And you've got that lovely card there to say it is possible. Everything can be rectified. And it's one of your cards too, another Cups card, so lovely. The lesson you'll be learning. And the Sun. So the Sun is the great illuminator, Cancer. It shines into every nook and cranny and shows up all the little flaws, all the little things that we hope are hidden. So there's nowhere to hide when the sun comes out, or it's in your, like, this is your lesson. So it's about really having a very, very hard look at what's going on. You can't avoid it. It's almost under the microscope. So there's nowhere to hide when the sun comes out. It's also a very good health card, happiness card as well. And it's also a yes answer card. So if you're wanting to know the answer to something, the answer is yes with the sun. But everything will be very illuminated in this 4 weeks, Cancer. So really, as I said, nowhere to hide. Rectify. Near future. And we have the 9 of Wands. So yes, you're nearly through. You've nearly finished that marathon of 42 Ks. You're at 41. You're absolutely exhausted. And then you just pull out of nowhere with your beautiful adrenaline and you get over the line. So the line will be crossed. You will get to the end of it. You may feel that you're not going to get to the end of it, but you will. Because this is, Wands is a very high action energy card, and it's amazing what we can do, especially under duress or stress. We do get those things finished. It just happens because we pull out all stops, and then we've got the wonderful adrenaline that also helps us over that last K to achieve our goal. Okie doke, let's have a look what's happening that you're not realising. The Judgment card. So karmic debt is wiped free. There is no more karmic debt. You have paid your karmic debt, hopefully. You haven't realised it yet though, but it's sitting there saying that you have. So if you can, look at this with the help of the sun, the great illuminator, and you can see if you've done your best, well, karmically, you have no debt to pay. But if you haven't, you know full well there is still a balance to be achieved. Things can't be, you know, like a seesaw, up one end and down the other. It doesn't work, and it causes big trouble. Especially in close, intimate relationships, Cancer. Yes, it's difficult, but it needs to be addressed. Let's see how others see you. The Queen of Swords, oh, very clarity. Seeing things very, very cut and dried, the Queen of Swords. She takes no prisoners. She uses that sword to cut through any of the crap, any of the BS. She gets to the bottom of it. She can come across as quite a bitter sort of woman, a very direct woman. But she's been through a lot with her experiences in life, so she's learnt to speak up for herself. So this is how people will be viewing you, which is good in a way because you're just sort of addressing issues that need to be addressed in your 8th house. Take no prisoners, Cancer. Sort it out, get some clarity. Because indeed others around you are going to see that side of you this month, so it's best to go with that, I would imagine. Okay, let's see what you're feeling positive about. New love coming in. The spark. Maybe some of you have met somebody new. Yeah, they might be in a relationship or at the tail end of one, but there's a connection. There might be a pregnancy that's just been, I'm sure there will be with amongst all the Cancerians that listen. And this is the new love coming through. This is the seed of what is to come of the pregnancy. So it's a beautiful card. Very emotional card as well. So lovely, actually. Really lovely. But it must be fed and grow, as they say with the Page of Cups. You can't just, like a plant, just leave it to dry up and wither away. You've got to feed it and you've got to grow it. Okay, final outcome. And we have your card, Cancer, the Chariot. Emotional discipline is how you're going to end up in this next 4 weeks. This is your card. This is that discipline that we need. It's almost like we've got the 6 of Coins as your energy, balancing things up, the need for balance, and then we have emotional discipline. So everything has to be right before you go on a big road trip, doesn't it? You can't just go without doing all the necessary things. And the Chariot is like the old version of a car or a road trip. It symbolises a journey. But things must be done correctly before you set off, or else you will, if you aren't disciplined for that, there will be big there'll be big drops, won't there? There'll be all sorts of things going wrong. So emotional discipline is how you're going to end up achieving at the end of this 4 weeks, which I think is a great card because it's actually your card. Okay, let's see the lesson, dear Cancer. Got to put my pure speech. Happiness comes when your words are pure, bringing about kindness and benefit to yourself and others. The words you use are like seeds you have chosen to plant in the garden of your heart and the world. You have the power to destroy yourself and poison the world around you, or more importantly, you have the power to plant beautiful flowers. Have a wonderful 4 weeks, Cancer. Thank you so much for listening. Talk soon.